viewers, it's Min IAS Academy and today we are going to see about economy. So first, what is economy? Economy is nothing but it deals about resources. The resources we have and how we utilize it, and that is economy. So the point where economy started is when pottery is invented. When pottery is invented only, we started to save our resources for our future use. That is where economy started. We start to save our resources and we started to utilize it in an efficient manner, and that is the point where economy started. So it deals about resources. The resources may be monetary or non-monetary, which means that the resources can be money or else some other thing. It also has the resources may be man-made or natural, and the resources can also be renewable or non-renewable. So first, pottery was invented. So the economy came into picture. We started to utilize the resources in an efficient manner. We started to save the resources. Then we have barter system. In barter system, we started to exchange our goods with our neighbor's goods. Example, you have an apple and you need a bowl of rice. So a person is having a bowl of rice and you are having an apple. So you two will exchange the goods so that you get the good which you desire to have. So that is barter system, but it is not an efficient method. Why? Because a person is having a bag of gold. He needs rice to eat. You are having rice. So if you people exchange, the value of gold is high, but you don't have any other options, right? A person having gold does not have any other options. He is in a need to have rice. So barter system is not an efficient method. So because of this, they introduced a medium, and that medium is called as money. A medium. So that is introduced so that you can use that medium while you are exchanging the goods. So if you are needing rice, means you can have money and you can give that money and you can get the goods that you desire. So a medium was introduced, and that is money. And after this only, banking concept was introduced. We started to save our money, the monetary resources in banks. And that is how economy came into picture. This is the process in which economy came into the world. Okay, there are two ways in which we can say economy. One is microeconomics and another one is macroeconomics. Microeconomy is the one in which they deal about a particular concept, particular topic. It deals about individuals' behavior, individual group of people's behavior. Whereas in macroeconomics, it deals in national level. If the economy is if they handle it in a nation level, or if they talk about the entire population, then it is macroeconomics. Generally we do this, but in microeconomics, who will study this microeconomics? Means if a company, say a e-commerce website, Amazon will be studying microeconomics. They will be studying about the group of people who are purchasing in their website, their targeted customers. So if they study a group of people's behavior, then it is microeconomics. If they study about the entire population, entire national level, then it is macroeconomics. These are the types of economics which you should know. Then father of economics. Adam Smith is called as the father of economics, and he has written a book. So that book is called as Wealth of Nation. Wealth of Nation is a book which is written by Adam Smith, and in his book Wealth of Nation, he has said a theory, and it is called as laissez-faire theory. In contrast to laissez-faire theory, we have another one theory called as John Keynesian theory. First, we shall see the other major types of economy. India follow mixed economy, which we all know. Actually, there are two major types of economy. One is capitalist economy and another one is socialist economy. Capitalist economy is followed in many Western countries, and it is also followed in USA, America. Whereas another one which we have is socialist economy. So example for capitalist economy, we have USA and other Western countries. And in socialist economy, the example of we have Russia, Cuba as well as North Korea follow the socialist economy. Capitalist economy is nothing but in capitalist economy, most of the things will be in private hands. Whereas in socialist economy, most of the things will be in government hands, in public hands. Example, we can say if there is a bus, buses will be run by private companies. Their organizations will be run by private. Medical facilities, healthcare will be in private hands. Everything will be in private hands in capitalist economy. Talking about socialist economy, there will be government bus, government hospital, government school, government colleges. Everything will be in public hands, and that is socialist economy. In India, both private is existing, both public is existing. We follow a merged one, and that is mixed economy. So in mixed economy, we have both private as well as public. Both private and public coexist, and that is mixed economy. Best example we can say government bus. We have private bus also. We have government bus as well as private bus. We have government school as well as private school. We have government hospitals as well as private hospitals. Both private and public coexist, and that is mixed economy. And there are certain leaders, independent leaders who follow socialism, and there are certain independent leaders who follow capitalism. The leaders who follow socialism is more compared to the of leaders who follow capitalism. Why? Because this during 1929 to 30, 1929 to 30, there is a great economic crisis in the world. The whole world will suffer during that period except Russia. During that period, Russia is the one which is following socialist economy, right? Because of this, many people in India, many people in the world started to get attracted towards socialism. Because of this, many independent leaders will be attracted towards socialism. Example, we can say Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose are attracted towards socialism. Whereas, for example, for capitalist people who are interested in capitalist economy is Patel. Patel is interested in capitalist economy, and there are many private companies which existed before independence also. The companies which existed before independence, private companies, are attracted towards capitalism because they need to survive, right? Example, we can say Bajaj. Bajaj is a company which existed before independence also, and they acted as a treasury for Indian National Congress. Because of this, Indian National Congress need to satisfy both the group of people, the group of people who are supporting capitalist economy and the group of people who are supporting socialist economy. Because of this reason, to satisfy both groups of people, they decided to go with a mixed economy, and which is what we are following now. And before this mixed economy, what we had is we had colonial economy. Colonial economy is nothing but in colonial economy, our economy will be serving to another economy. Example, in Indian economy served for British economy, and that is called as colonial economy. Because of this colonial economy, our wealth is drained. It is said in drain of wealth. Drain of wealth is a theory by Dadabhai Nehruji. There are many books which dealt about this colonial economy. And relating colonial economy, they will take the raw materials from India and they will make finished goods in England, and they will be selling those finished goods in India, which means that India acted as a market to sell the goods, and they took the raw materials from India for a very cheaper cost or at no cost. So because of that, our wealth is drained. So this drain of wealth is said by Dadabhai Nehruji, and he wrote a book relating to it, and that is Poverty and British Rule. And there are many other books which many leaders wrote relating to colonial economy. During colonial economy, they drained our wealth, which we all know. Example for that is, I can say that 24% world contribution to GDP is by India before Britishers came into picture. After British left, when British left, it is 3%, only 3% contribution by India to the world GDP. So see the difference. Earlier, before British came, it is 24% world contribution to GDP, but when British left, it is only 3%. And the reasons for this there are certain causes which drained the wealth, and those are, first one is revenue policy. Revenue policy of the British also made India poor. Example for revenue policy, we can say Rayatwari, Mahalwari system, Permanent Settlement Act. These are certain things. And then we have home charges. Relating to this Rayatwari, Mahalwari and Permanent Settlement Act, we will be seeing in our history classes. Then home charges. Home charges is nothing but their expenditure. England's expenditure will be charged from India's money, and that is home charges. A person will be working in England, but his income, his salary will be charged from India's money, and that is home charges. It is followed by British. And the third one is we have guarantee system. During colonial rule, we have guarantee system. Today also we have guarantee system. So guarantee system is nothing but a private will be running an organization, it will be running something. If there is a loss for private, then government will bear that loss. That is guarantee system. Example, we have railways. During colonial period, during British rule, if there is a loss, then government will bear the loss. For railways, today, today we can say toll gate as an example. So in toll gate, if there is a loss for private entity, then government will bear that loss. So these three things are followed by colonial economy, followed by Britishers, which made India poor. And there are certain books which deal about all these stuffs, about colonial economy and how Britishers drained our wealth. And let us see those books, because they can ask those books in match the following. First one is Poverty and British Rule. Poverty and British Rule is by Dadabhai Nehruji. Then we have Economic History of India. Economic History of India is by R.C. Dutt. Then we have Essay of Indian Economy. Essay of Indian Economy is by M.G. Ranade. Then England's Depth India. England's Depth India is by Lala Lajpat Rai. Then Poverty Problem in India. Poverty Problem in India is by P.C. Roy. Then we have National Income of India. The first person to calculate the national income scientifically is V.K.R.V. Rao. So he wrote a big book relating to that, and that is National Income of India. It is by V.K.R.V. Rao. These are the important books relating to the colonial economy, relating to colonial rule, the economy during that period. First one is Poverty and British Rule by Dadabhai Nehruji. In this book, he has said about the drain of wealth theory, and then is Economic History of India by R.C. Dutt. This is so much. This is very important because it is already asked in UPSC Civil Service exam. So, Economic History of India by R.C. Dutt. Then Essay of Indian Economy by M.G. Ranade. England's Depth India by Lala Lajpat Rai. Poverty Problem in India by P.C. Roy. National Income of India or Planned Economy of India. Planned Economy of India is also written by V.K.R.V. Rao. These are the books which are written by these are independent leaders. Poverty and British Rule, Dadabhai Nehruji. Economic History of India, R.C. Dutt. Essay of Indian Economy, M.G. Ranade. England's Depth India, Lala Lajpat Rai. Poverty Problem in India, P.C. Roy. National Income of India or Planned Economy of India by V.K.R.V. Rao. These are the books, and let us see the sectors in Indian economy. These are the basic stuff which we need to remember, guys. So the basic things which we need to remember before starting our preparation. The basic things which are important for UPSC Civil Services exam. The sectors in Indian economy. In Indian economy, we have sectors. Basically, we can divide the sectors into three. First one is primary sector. Primary sector is the one which directly exploits the nature, the raw material, the material. The final product is obtained from nature. That is primary sector. Example, we can say agriculture. In agriculture, they will be doing agriculture and they will be getting the finished goods from nature, right? So, if they directly exploit nature, then it is primary sector. Example, we can say agriculture, mining. In mining also, they directly exploit the nature. Mining and fishing, animal husbandry, in all those things, they directly exploit the nature, right? So, agriculture, mining, fishing, forestry, animal husbandry, everything comes under the primary sector. The second one is secondary sector. Secondary sector, in secondary sector, the primary sector materials, the primary sector output product is used as the raw material in the secondary sector. So, primary sector material is used as the raw material. These goods are used as the raw material in secondary sector. Example, we can say sugar manufacturing company. In sugar manufacturing company, they use the sugar cane. They use the sugar cane which is obtained from the primary sector. So, they obtain the materials from the primary sector and use this material as the raw material, and those type of industries come under the secondary sector. So, example, we can say sugar making industry, biscuit industries, the manufacturing sectors, most of the manufacturing sector comes under the secondary sector. And the third one is tertiary sector. Tertiary sector, we can also say this tertiary sector as a service sector, because the service which are rendered by the people comes under this. Example, we can say IT sector, transportation, tourism, everything comes under this tertiary sector. These are the three main sectors of economy. And apart from these three main sectors, we have another two sectors which is called as quaternary sector as well as quinary sector. In quaternary sector, it is also called as knowledge sector. It needs knowledge. To do operation in quaternary sector, knowledge is needed. Example, we can say lawyer. So, to be a lawyer, we need to know about the Constitution of India. So, lawyer profession comes under the quaternary sector. And another one sector which we can say is quinary sector. In quinary sector, it deals about the high level jobs. Example, for high level jobs, you can say judge. comes under the Quinary sector. These are the sectors in Indian economy. So these are the basic steps relating to economy. First, we have discussed about how economy came into world, and second, we discussed about macroeconomics as well as macroeconomics. Then we dealt about capitalist economy, socialist economy as well as mixed economy. After mixed economy, we dealt about colonial economy, how colonial economy impacted our India, the things that Britishers followed in India and how it impacted. Relating to that, we have certain books. We read all those books, and after that we dealt about the sectors in Indian economy: primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. So these are the things which are basic for economy. After this basics, we can go for national income in our next video. So subscribe to My IAS Academy. Thank you.